We're getting a look at the second-string players, and the 49ers fans probably did not like what they saw from some of those second-string players. Alexander MD says, should the Niners be worried if any second-string players have to start this season? Top to bottom looked awful.
Well, it was a weird game. I think awful is maybe a little bit, I don't know, a little harsh, okay?
Bad. It looked bad.
It wasn't great, but again, these are the things that are hard about the current NFL environment. Yeah, I mean, the 49ers they're a little top heavy. Sure. Most of the really good teams in football are. You get stuck into where, hey, we've been good for a while. You got to pay certain guys, keep them there, do all that. They've tried to pick and choose where they're deep at, right? D-line, they're pretty deep. O-line, no, they're not. And why is that? Well, they got a credible tight end they got to pay. They're paying a running back. They're paying the receivers, right? They got some defensive guys. They're about to pay Bosa and make him, the richest guy in football and the defensive side of the ball, right? So where have they cut the fat a little bit? Well, that's where you get into, I think, the second team O-line. And that's, I could picture Shanahan and him wanting to do that, but just because he's going, wait, I'm smart. I'll figure out ways if we don't have our full group here to, come up with another creative run or pass or whatever to hide that group to a degree. To me, where I look at where the 49ers cut the fat or maybe cut corners and don't have great depth on their roster is, maybe a little bit with the O-line, right, which can make a preseason game look real bad in a hurry. And then maybe the corners. Corners are another one. I think those are two areas when I look at the 49ers where I would say I don't think Shanahan and Lynch want to pay big money, to the corner position, and they're trusting in Kyle that he can make up for maybe the greatest backups at the line position, and he'll do it because of his great game planning.
What about their kicker, though? 49ers 701 says, "Sup, guys? What's the biggest adjustment a kicker has to make coming from college to the NFL? Jake Moody for the Niners worried me Sunday. Are the balls different, or is it just the magnitude of the NFL?" So he had 2 field goals, missed them both, was a kicker out of Michigan who was good. Like Jim Harbaugh is like, this guy's like phenomenal. The best kicker I've ever had. Never missed in college, then misses his first 2 in the preseason.
They got to play it cool with a kicker.
Oh, boy.
Well, you got to play it cool. I saw Shanahan was trying to say, hey, I'm not worried about it, all that. That's what you got to do. It's the only ones that always have to hear the outside noise, the pressure. It's all about pressure. It's not a reactionary position in football.
He used a 3rd-round pick on him.
I know. Robbie Gould's gone, and that's been a slam dunk, make for the last 4 or 5 years with him there in San Francisco. I'm not concerned yet. The magnitude is real. Again, I know Ohio State and Michigan and all of that are those big football games, but I'm just telling you, you get it in the NFL where it's just grown man, and then the intensity, and it's fight for your life, and it's fight for your job, and it's fight to get paid by your family. It is different. It is. Let alone, the coaches are more blunt. You're hearing words and things said to players where you're like, whoa, they didn't say that in college. Even Jim Harbaugh didn't say that, right? And I think there's nerves there. So let's give it another week or two. Let's just see here. If we go to this week and he's 1 for 3 or 1 for 2, I'll start to be like, oh gosh, they might have to bring somebody in just in case, at least to get somebody ready.
Yeah.
But they don't want to do that.
Shanahan goes after the game. It's unfortunate because I know the pressure on him and everyone's looking, and I know he missed those 2 today. He's been great in practice.
See?
He hits them all.
All right. So he's leaning on that. He's going to lean on the body of work.
Maybe he's the practice guy.
And he's
just the guy that keeps in practice.
He's going to chalk it up to nerves and the game. And we'll see. And I would think this week that he handles that better. And, you want to impress everybody. You want to there's so many things that go into that right there. Yo, thanks for watching, homies. I appreciate it. As always, the NFL season is right around the corner, so now it's your turn to hit subscribe to Chris Simms Unbuttoned. If you want to get all the training camp battles, preseason film review, playoff predictions, and much, much more, you know where to find it. It's right here, Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Please subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Peace out, homies. See you soon.